Hello everyone, this is Venugopal. Today in this session we are going to see a vector class which is a part of collection framework in Java. To start this, let us understand what exactly mean by a vector class. Let us open MS Paint. Now vector is a similar to array list only, having some smaller differences, like vector is a synchronized. Vector is also a thread safe, whereas your array list is not a thread safe. Also, it also exactly have the similar features, like it contains the heterogeneous object collection. It also allows the duplicate objects, just like a array list only, and many more whatever we have seen for the array list. Exactly, it is a similar, only the difference is what? It is a vector is a synchronized and thread safe. Now there are number of ways to create a vector. How to create? By using a constructor. Now number one, you can create a vector constructor using the declaration like vector, suppose object is v equals to, just a minute, some of keys are not working, equals to new vector. This is the basic straightforward declaration of vector. Okay, so here we are not passing anything. So by default the vector capacity is 10 elements. Now second declaration is like vector v, what I will do, I will copy this one. There is a problem in my some symbols. New, again vector, and you can specify like some initial capacity. This is one way. That means what? Like here the by default capacity is what? 10 elements. Here the by default capacity is 10 elements. Suppose you want more elements, then you can go for the second declaration. The vector v equals to new vector and initial capacity like 20, 30, 40, whatever the elements you have, you can specify here. The third declaration is what? Vector v equals to new vector, in the bracket the first thing is your initial capacity, comma, suppose how many elements you want to increase, like int increment capacity, for example increment capacity. That means what? Your initial capacity is for example 10 and you want to increase your vector by 5 elements, so you can give here like 10 and here you can mention 5. Then what happen? It will be incremented by that 5 elements every time. Okay, and the last is last constructor declaration of your vector v equals to new vector, sorry spelling is mistaken here, and last is you can pass the collection object as well. Whenever you want to intercommunicate with the collections, you can go for the fourth constructor declaration. So these are the all four types. In a 4 ways you can declare a vector. We will see some of the declaration practically. So to start that, we'll go to the Eclipse editor. I think it's already open, sorry. Cancel, I'll go for this. I will create a new class. Under the collection, I want to create a vector class. I will include this public static void main. Click on next. So it will open with one class having a main function inside it. Now first of all, what we will do, we will create one vector here. So how to create it? We have already seen there are 4 ways, out of which we will go for the first one. Vector v equals to new vector. This is the initial and the basic declaration of vector. As this vector, whenever I have declared here, you are observing that it is showing one error. That means what? The vector, this class is present under your, it's not present by default in java.lang package. It is present in java.util. That is the reason why you have to import this java.util.vector. Anyway, now the first thing I would like to type here, we want to check what is the initial capacity whenever you are going and declaring this vector. To sys out, I want to print the capacity. For that, we are having one method v dot capacity. That's it. Save it, right click, run as Java application. So you observe here, it is giving what? By default 10 elements. The initial capacity of this vector is what? 10 elements. Now we will add one by one elements to this particular vector. We are having some internal methods. All this, as this vector class is the which implements your internally list interfaces, so all the methods which are used in your linter interfaces, that can be applied here for the vector as well. So I will use v dot, see, whenever I typed this v object dot v, these are the number of methods that you can go for it. You can use these all methods. So first of all, we don't have any elements in our vector, so we will try to add element. Suppose I'll add 10 and then I'll try to print sys out v dot o. Only I'll print v. Save it, and if I'll execute this one, observe carefully, this is the structure. What happens whenever you are calling this object in the system.out.println method, then it internally calls toString method, which is available in a superclass object. So always it will override that toString method, and toString method format is what? In this what we have overlaid it, like it will give a square bracket and the elements and the closing square bracket. Okay. Now suppose if I want to include one more method, Control C, Control V, suppose the element is 20, Control S, right click, run as Java application. See, there are 2 elements entered. Now what we will do, just we need to check the capacity. I will copy this, Control C, V, V, V and V. How many elements I am trying to insert now? This is 30, this is 40, this is 50. Again I have some problem in my some buttons, so I'll go here, this one, and here I want to enter what? 5. Done. Then 60. Oh sorry, same problem, sorry for the little disturbance here. 60, then 70, then 80, 90. You can also go for loop for entering 10 elements. Just I want to show. Now these are the 10 elements. Okay, and we have already talked about whenever you are going to create a vector, it is giving what? By default 10 elements capacity. So if I run this, absolutely no problem, it will give the output like 10 to 100, and the initial capacity is what? 10. Now observe carefully what happen if I want to insert a new element. If I want to insert a new element, for example, I'll give some different number like 200 directly. Control S. Will this element is going to insert into this vector? Yeah, definitely it will go and insert in this particular same vector at the 11th location, right? Now what we will do, we will print this capacity after this element prints. Control V. Now we will check. Initial capacity was 10 and we are trying to insert the 11th element. So what would be the capacity of this vector now? Click on this. Now see, the capacity is doubled the default capacity. That means what? Whenever you are inserting the 11th element, the capacity will be increased by what? Double. So what is the formula of this capacity? The formula is like whatever the initial capacity is there, for current capacity multiplied by twice will be the new capacity. This is how the vector size is increased. Okay, so I hope you have got. This is a very simple method. Now for example, now second constructor, for example, at the time of declaration we can also give the initial capacity like 30 I have given. So what happened? All the elements, all the capacity, whether you are printing here or you are printing after the addition of the 11th element, the capacity would remain the same now until the 30 elements will be there. Okay, once you will enter the 31st element, the capacity will be doubled again. Now see, the capacity is 30 and the next capacity is what? Also 30, because you have mentioned directly here at the time of declaration my capacity would be what? 30. You can also go for like this also, like 10 is your initial capacity and you want to increase your capacity by what? For example 5, means every time. So what we'll do? 5. Okay, control save. Now check it. Here the initial capacity is what? Here the initial capacity is 10. After inserting the 11th element, I want to increase the vector size by what? 5. Okay, so I hope you have got the answer now. This would be now what? It would be like 15. Let's check. Sorry. Oh, sorry, it's a silly mistake. Here actually I need to add comment. I'm directly printing, which is not allowed. Now check. See, this is 10 and what is the next capacity? The next capacity has been increased with the 5 because we have created the constructor by using the third syntax that we have seen, the initial capacity by the incremented capacity. See, this one, initial capacity and the incremented capacity. I hope you are getting what we are seeing here. And the other methods also you can apply, like if you want to remove any element, you can remove like v dot remove for the index. For example, I want to remove the element present at 11th index. Okay, can we do that? Absolutely. Control S. Now run as Java application. What happened? Sorry, there is no location available. It should be like 11th index now, so I need to give a 10. Run as Java application. See, the 11th element has gone. Likewise, you are having number of methods. I hope you are getting. You can explore the more methods. I hope you are understanding this video. Now we will meet with some more videos in my next session. Until then, bye bye. Thank you.